Friday. Welcome to a new episode of the Social Media Seed. On today's show, we've got a lot to talk about. To start, we got to talk about Facebook. Facebook analytics is going bye-bye. I know you're thinking, what does that mean? Well, I'll definitely tell you what is going on with Facebook. Also today, got to talk about Clubhouse. Every week we got something new popping with Clubhouse. This week is no different. Clubhouse is going to get you paid. For those of you that love to talk, well, guess what? You can get paid to talk now. Just a second, but I'll tell you more about that too. Also today, got to talk about Instagram. The remix. Reels is getting a remix. I'll tell you what that's all about. And the summit. Did you miss the summit? The live and in color summit. I'll give you a recap of what popped off and what popped out. That's a lie. Nothing popped out, I promise. I'm just talking. Nothing like that happened. But I'll definitely give you a recap of what you missed at the Live and in Color Summit. And I've got a special guest, my co-event manager, Miss Kim Arrington. So you'll get to meet her as well. So all of that and more is coming up next. Don't go anywhere. I will be right back. And welcome everybody. Let's get rid of this music right quick. Let's do that in real time here. Go ahead. That was good timing. It faded right out on its own. So welcome. I am Alice Fuller, principal consultant at Sheer Social. Now, what in the world is Sheer Social? Sheer Social is my social media marketing and training business. Yes, I do mostly consulting and training now. Don't do as much social media management because I know some of y'all, that's the first thing you're going to ask me. I still do some of that, but primarily teaching and consulting because I enjoy that a lot more. Now, what is this show about? This show is about what is going on in the world of social media from week to week. And we got a lot to talk about this week. So every week I try to give you what is going on, what's important, especially concerning how you use social media, primarily for business and a little bit of personal. And sometimes too, I drop in a little entertainment, little television film, just because I can. It's my show. I can do that. Okay. Now, I tell you now, you're probably going to hear a lawnmower if you're listening very carefully. Because of course, this day, the lawn guy would show up late. It just is what it is. But you know what? We'll deal with it. We'll walk right through it. So if you hear a mower in the background, you know what it is. It's spring. Grass is growing. It is what it is. It's a live show. So, as I said before, what are we going to talk about today? Today, we got to talk about Facebook analytics. You're going to see a huge difference for those of you who use your Facebook analytics. A lot of you don't, and I've been telling you for years to stop sleeping on that. But for those of you, especially small businesses, no more Facebook analytics coming. You don't have to panic right now. So I'll tell you in just a second, the deadline for when Facebook analytics, that includes your Facebook insights, are going to go bye-bye. Okay. You got a couple of months, but I'll tell you in just a second. Also today, gotta definitely talk about Instagram and Instagram remix. Well, technically the remix for Reels is more accurately said. So for those of you that's always, doing your little points, okay, now you can do that with some other people and point until y'all just get tired. Okay. And I'll tell you how that works. Also today, definitely got to talk about Clubhouse because Clubhouse is in a race to beat its competition. Everything is at its heels right now between Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter Spaces. There's probably another one that I'm missing. There is a big Clubhouse clone competition going on, and Clubhouse has to figure out how to stay ahead of the competition, and it has done that this week, and I'll tell you what that is. And if you missed the Live and in Color Summit, we're going to give you a recap. Who is the we? We meaning my co-event manager, Kim Arrington. She is waiting in the wings to come on, and we're going to talk about that. So in the meantime, tween time, I'm going to let her go ahead and introduce herself. So she's just not sitting up in the cut, just waiting. So Kim, let's see if everything is in working order. Let's see if it is. We're live too, so if it's not in working order, it says guest is in green room. Wonderful. That's a nice thing to have. And let's see if it works. Let's see. Nope. Yeah, there it is. It'll work. If I make it work. There you go. Hey, everybody, introduce yourself, Kim.
Hey everyone, can you hear me first? Let me make sure. Or is that do that tap? I think so. All right, so hey everyone, my name is Kim Arrington. I'm an event producer. I'm also a speaker and a strategist, helping people pull together amazing signature events, conferences, just all things. I'm super excited to be here today with the amazing Alice Fogle.
Okay, amazing. Yes, that's one of them Hollywood words that I try to avoid as much as possible. But it's all good. Let me get your lower third off of here right quick. Now, we're going to first. Now, I don't know how much you use Facebook, Kim. I suspect, like a lot of us, you use it pretty regularly, especially for events and things of that nature.
Yep.
Are you a Facebook admin, though?
I have someone on my team yes, so I'm an admin in my own page, and then I have Facebook admin.
Okay, you're going to see some crazy things going on. Hold on. I was trying to add you. There we go. It's just not working for me today. I had things set up. I know. There you go. So,
scoot back.
Yeah, scoot back a little bit. But are you using Facebook, like a Facebook fan page?
Yes. Yeah, I use all tools for my business. So, yeah, I do have a Facebook fan page, a business page. And my team, I have a team member who's wonderful in managing that. I do definitely time to time. I do look at my analytics. So I'm definitely interested in hearing what you're going to share.
Okay.
But yeah.
Well, it's a sad day for some people. And I say that because June 30th, Facebook analytics. That means for those of you that know about your Facebook insights, you go to your fan page, you hit that thing that says insights. Well, now it used to be at the top. Now it's over here on the left because, they changed the design of the Facebook pages. So most of you by now should have the redesign. So you go over on the left-hand side and you'll see something that says insights. And with insights, you will see the back end of your fan page. That includes information about your audience. That includes your posts. That includes all the information about which posts are getting the best engagement. That includes how many followers, how many likes, although they're kind of phasing out likes for followers. That's why it's hard to find the people that like your page anymore. That's by design because they are phasing likes out and bringing followers in. So if you haven't seen that yet, you will. The reality of it is all of that data that we've been telling you as social media managers for years to go check out, to use, to leverage is going away. So long, bye-bye. Ain't gonna be no more. June 30th. So you got a couple of months. Now, for those of you, some of you diehards who are the individuals that'll go to the insights, because some of you marketers are still old school, you'll go into the insights and you like to download all that data. You have until June 30th to still do that. The rest of us, we don't want to get that granular unless we absolutely have to. We are going to lose the graph that tells us, what are the best days to post. I hate that. Yeah, that part right there. You're going to lose, the other piece you're going to lose is the part that has all of your posts and it tells you which posts are getting the best engagement and things of that nature. All of that is going away. So I know a lot of you may or may not check your Facebook insights that regularly. So you can't miss what you had because you never knew you had it anyway. But for those small businesses that really relied on it, you're going to have to find some other alternatives. Now, here's the thing. Just because the insights are going away doesn't necessarily mean that you're stuck. Now, Kim, have you used the Facebook, what they're calling your business manager? Are you using Business Manager yet?
I have used it. Again, I take that with a grain of salt because my team member manages a lot of these details, but I am absolutely very aware of these elements. So I use my business manager. I'm usually in there more so though when I'm playing around with ads.
Yep. Okay, so that's good because here's the reality of the situation. The reality of the situation is this: you're going to be pushed, and this is basically what it is. And Facebook has kind of been nudging us in this direction for a couple of months now. Facebook is pushing us to use the business manager accounts. Basically, it's the same thing that people use, especially if you're using ads or creating ads, or you are the individual like me and you manage multiple pages. So the business manager is one of the places Facebook is really going to push everybody to go if you still want to get that type of control over your fan page. You're still going to have the business suite. You'll still have ads manager, and you'll still have events manager. Those are the three things that Facebook is leaving us with. The other thing, though, they are leaving us without is audience insights. Now, here's the thing about audience insights. Audience insights are the tool, or is the tool that you use to find out more about your audience. There's a lot of information right there on the back end in insights. But if you wanted to kind of know, well, look, I know there are more pages that the people that are on my page are probably, hanging out on. What are some of those pages? The audience insights would tell you that. If you were doing a Facebook ad campaign and you wanted to target some of those pages and some of those topics that your target audience is, talking about, and they're going to those pages, the audience insight tool would tell you that. That is going away too. So for a lot of us, this is going to be a huge loss. But we'll have to adapt. If you want to continue using Facebook, you'll just have to adapt because it is going bye-bye. It ain't coming back. There's no word really on if they're going to create something like it. No, none of that is happening. It is going bye-bye. And basically, Facebook is kind of forcing you to up your Facebook knowledge and your game to a degree. So let me share with you behind the scenes here what it kind of looks like. So I'm going on the back end of my page so y'all get an idea of what analytics looks like. So here you go. Here is the behind the scenes of the Sheer Social fan page. So y'all ain't gonna see this often, so gawk now while you looking at it. Okay? This is stuff they usually don't show you. Okay? So all of this is going away. The likes, the reach, page views, the post, all of that is going away. The other thing that's going away is audience insights. This tool right here is leaving. This tool was really, really helpful. Let's say you put in a page or you put in an interest, and it would literally tell you the people on your page or on Facebook that like that particular interest. So you got page likes, you got location. I mean, the information in this right here was just so good for helping you target people around ads. But this too is going away. So you got until June 30th to use these tools. And after that, you're stuck with going ahead and fire up. If you haven't done it already, now is the time to do it. Don't wait till the last minute. Don't wait until you need it, because then you're going to be mad and cursing like I was or have been all morning. Okay? So go ahead, and if you need somebody to help you set up your business suite, your ads manager, and events manager, do it now. Okay? So that's the Facebook big news for today. Your Facebook insights, the Facebook audience insights, all of that is going away. So somebody is calling me and decline. Go away. Now is really not the time. Now is a good time to really catch the wrong side of me. Okay. All right. So let's move on to the next story of the day. And then I am really trying not to scream over the gardener outside today who told me he would be here at a certain time and arrived 40 minutes late. But it's okay. We're going to get through this. We really are. So let me see if my other little thing works today. My little clapboard works today. Does it work today? Will you do me right today? There it is. Bam! All right, wonderful. Now let's move on to the next story today. Today, Clubhouse. For those of you that are spending your whole night because you got nobody else to talk to in the middle of the night, and you are on Clubhouse trying to become the next thought leader. I say that with dripping with sarcasm, but at any rate, you can soon get paid. Paid. That's right. I told you, I've been telling you for the last, month and a half, Clubhouse is going to have to figure out how to stay ahead of the competition. The only way it's going to do that, it's not going to be through, providing us rooms. They're going to have to provide monetization. So they know that. So what they've done is two things. That's four. So two things. Two things. First, a couple of weeks ago, I told you they were doing an accelerator program. An accelerator program. You got, was it $5,000 or $50,000? I forgot what it is. At least $5,000 a month. They were saying you were going to be able to get. They were going to hook you up with some new tools. They would help you develop, your content and things of that nature. So you could apply for that. But of the 2 million or so people on Clubhouse, only 20 people were going to get access to that. I'm not even going into that. Now, Clubhouse loves creating this fear of missing out, which is what has made it so popular over the last couple of months anyway. Now they've decided, you know what, that alone ain't gonna cut it. And they were right. After launching the accelerator program, they are now giving you a little tool so that you can accept direct payments. You're gonna have to set up your credit card, your banking information behind the scenes. Now here, Kim, would you trust? Now, be honest. at this time right now, would you trust putting your information, your banking information on Clubhouse?
This is a funny conversation. I just had this conversation. I am one, let's just give it a round first. I probably won't be the first round of people. I'm definitely interested in general because I am one that's quite a bit. I'm in a little hiatus period right this moment. But I think it's a good thing to monetize, but in terms of, I just want to see if we can have first.
In other words, I want to wait to see who got first.
Give it a little breathing.
That's right. As for me in my house, that'll be a negative. I'm gonna wait it out. You know how we do. We gonna wait it out like we did like we're doing with the corona vaccine. We gonna see who develops a third eye. And if nobody develops a third eye, I'm trying to clean it up because that's usually not what I say. But if nobody develops a third eye, then maybe I'll jump in. But at the end of the day, this might be a good thing for a lot of people. Because LinkedIn is now saying we're going to have a Clubhouse version. Facebook has already begun testing. Now, Facebook usually, they don't like to let another application get more popular than it. So if Facebook is now testing, I just announced 2 weeks ago that Facebook was even thinking about it. So they've revved up what they're going to do. And basically all Facebook is reported to do is, for those of you that are using Messenger rooms, basically the Zoom kind of like version of Messenger, where you can invite all your little friends and y'all got the little video rooms going. Okay. Well, all Facebook is going to do for the most part right now is make that audio only because it's already called a room. Okay. So that's one thing. Now they're going to give you an audio only version and probably some extra little features. Okay. Now, tie on to that Twitter Spaces. Twitter Spaces was working on the low all the while for months now. And when Clubhouse decided to really take off, that's when Twitter announced, hey, we got our own coming. Wait for it. And you know what? We're open to Android. How you like us now? How you like them apples? So not only can you use your iOS device, you can use your Android device. Okay, so Clubhouse is like, okay, do you, and we'll do us too. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to integrate a payment processing to Clubhouse so you can say, hey, you want to hear me talk for an hour for $50? Pay me like you pay him. Okay, that for a lot of you is going to be a game changer. Kim, is this a game changer or no?
I would think so. I mean, people invest so many hours. I was one of those people in Clubhouse for hours at a
Yeah.
time. I definitely think it's a better benefit to have it than not. Why not monetize if you're already there? So yes, definitely. I know I will be participating. I just am gonna give it like about a we give people a 5 second head start and then I jump in.
Okay. Well, for those of you that want to see a little behind the scene, what is it going to look like on your phone? Okay. Now, keep in mind, this is still only iOS. They have not opened this up to everybody. So if you've got an Apple phone, this is wonderful. As you see here, I'm on the joinclubhouse.com website. And they're telling you this is how it works. To send a payment in Clubhouse, just tap on the profile of a creator who has the feature enabled, which says you have to enable this feature. It's not turned on by default. That's what that really means. You will have to turn on this feature. It is not open to everybody by default. Okay, so once everybody, or hopefully the people that you follow that you want to pay, turns that on, you tap send money. It's feeling like, does this feel like Cash App? Is it just me?
Yeah.
Enter the amount you would like to send. The first time you do this, you'll be asked to register a credit or debit card. That piece right there. That's the part that'll say, you know what? Never mind. Never mind. No. But here's the good part. Usually with apps like this, they take a percentage of your coin.
Right.
Facebook does it. Apple does it. If Twitter has monetization set up, they probably will do it too. As of right now, in this test, because this is not available to everybody quite yet. In this test that Clubhouse is doing, they're saying you get 100% of your money.
Which is great.
Which is great. That's cool. But here's the other thing too. This says the person sending the money will also be charged a small processing fee, which will go directly to our payment processing partner, Stripe. Clubhouse ain't taking nothing. Stripe is going to take its, I think Stripe takes a 3.2 something percent, 2.3 something in there. So it's not Clubhouse that's taking the bulk of that payment. Okay. It's Stripe taking a small percentage, well, the processing fee of that payment. Okay, so that's not bad at all. So you know what? Here's what I'm going to do for Clubhouse. Clubhouse, you know what? I got to give you to it. Y'all pull that out your booty real fast. You did, because you got to do something. So here, take your applause. Take that. All right, take that. Take that. All right, you don't need the big head. I ain't trying to give you the big head. You don't need no extra than that, okay? But I do applaud you for figuring out a way to stay one step ahead of the competition. If y'all were to open that thing up to Android with payments, it's a done deal. It's a done deal. People are going to, and I still say, even when Twitter Spaces open, Facebook or whatever else, I still say Clubhouse will it'll lose a little bit of people, but it won't be a mass exodus. I
Mhm.
don't think so, not at all. I think people at this point are comfortable, and even though it's not as, no, everybody's not rushing to the platform like they used to, which we expect. you
Mhm.
know, Things are beginning to die down a little bit. All right. So now I'm going to go over Instagram Reels really quick. I mean, like dirt quick, like really, 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 really quick. Basically, at the end of the day, people, you can now take somebody else's reel, put it or add it, or as we say in social media, curate it
Mhm.
and do your version of it. And so you get a side by side video of what it will look like. So here's a little demonstration on Instagram of what this new Reels remix looks like. So let me share my screen here. Let's go over here. So how to use remix.
Hey guys, what's going on? My name's Nina and I'm going to show you how to remix your reels. Select the reel you wish to remix. I'm remixing my friend Spence's video. Tap those three dots on the top right hand side of the video and select to remix this reel. Hi! So you can create your remix reel in real time and use that record button to do so. You can also edit and tailor your video to whichever way you see fit by using these tools on the left hand side right there. Or you can do what I did and use a pre-recorded video from your camera roll uploads. Also, as a reminder, only newly uploaded reels have remix enabled. If you want to remix an older reel, all you have to do is go to those three dots and when the menu pops up, enable remixing.
So here's a little version. Okay, that's cute and everything. It really is. I got a lot to say about Instagram in general because Instagram gives me angst right now.
Mm.
And I say that because I am not trying to be in my career. I have never been the person that wants to be the on air talent. So don't let this show fool you. But to be cooking and doing all this extra and pointing in the corners, and I'm a great dancer. Don't get it twisted, okay? However, I am. It's just it's not that I'm lazy either, but it just feels like the platforms are forcing you to a degree or strongly persuading you to do a lot of extra just to get a little bit of engagement. That's what I
Mm.
don't like. Would you concur, Kim?
So I love reels. I use them in the way that fits me, right? If I
Yep.
don't feel like dancing, I'm not gonna be dancing. If I want, I do love to dance too. If I want to dance, I'm gonna dance. But you gotta use it. You have to use it for what suits you. So you can make it work. And you use the level of simplicity that works best for you, and add an element or two
Yeah.
instead of using all 20 that they want you to include.
Well, I think at the end of the day, here's what's going to happen with Instagram. Instagram has so much packed into it right now. Too much to a degree. It's bypassing in popularity and engagement with Facebook. Luckily, Facebook owns it. Because if it
Mhm.
didn't, it would do everything it could to do so. But at the end of the day, you've really got to figure out, is this a platform that you're really going to rise to the occasion for? Because
Mhm.
I don't think at this point with Instagram, just posting pictures are not going to cut it anymore on Instagram. Those
Yeah.
days are over. So, more about that later. Now, I want to segue into talking about the summit. If you missed it, you missed it. Okay. I tried to tell you. I did. You can't say I didn't try to tell you. I did. I tried to tell you in every way possible that the summit was coming, what the summit was about, what you were going to, and the website's still up. So I tried to tell you what you were going to get. I had a great lineup of speakers. Would you agree,
Yeah.
Kim?
Oh yes.
Great lineup of speakers. Everybody showed up, as church folks say. They showed up and showed out. Okay, so what? Now, as the event co-manager, Kim, what are some of your thoughts on the summit?
Oh man, where do I start? It was just like you said, an amazing lineup of speakers. The information was so robust. Like if they missed it, they missed a lot. It is there were several. It was the equivalent of several master classes in one day. I mean, very potent content that was immediately implementable. Just information that people would pay hundreds. I would definitely be paying hundreds of thousands of dollars for the amount of content from each speaker that was provided. I'm so impressed and so proud.
What was your biggest? What do you think will be your biggest takeaway from the summit?
It's like choosing a favorite child. This is really hard.
I don't have no kids, so
Okay, yeah, that was a chin check for me because it is like choosing like from favorites across the board. I would say definitely Amazon Live was amazing. School pressure throughout the day about how to set up your studio, right?
right.
So shout out to everyone that gave information along with that, and we had a dedicated segment around that. I think that was amazing. And then just the behind the scenes information from the leaders themselves of YouTube. I'm not even gonna list it out. I'll let you do that. But the
Okay.
experts that are actually in the platforms, it wasn't just somebody that was a super user. These are people that were our leaders in these respective platforms.
We had two YouTube, not experts. These people actually work for YouTube.
Exactly.
Shar Caesar Douglas, she is the head of creator marketing for Europe, Middle East, and Africa. And we also had Warren Reed. Now, Warren Reed, he leads the team that makes sure your live streams go the way they're supposed to go. So we had two very, very dynamic individuals from that. Also, Stephanie, Facebook shops and live streaming. What'd you think about that? That I think a lot of people were surprised what you could do with Facebook.
Listen, I was not ready. Like I was in production mode, but when I started hearing the content that was shared, I was like, when did this get on my? I didn't even know like half of the information that she was sharing, and I use social media heavily from Facebook, Instagram to Clubhouse. Well, I don't know if you count Clubhouse as social media, but the point I make is that I use these things. I had no clue. This was groundbreaking information that you just won't just hear regurgitated over and over again. Fresh
Well,
off the press.
and she's not. Now I know y'all are saying, well, wasn't she didn't she have to speak nicely of the event?
Mm-mm.
I haven't. I have not. Let me. Here's my disclaimer. Okay, I have not pushed her to say anything nice about the event, even though she helped manage the event. I have not at all. Okay. Um, Woo!
Get it.
So I have not pushed her to say anything extra about the summit, and to say positive or negative. But even for me, I would dare say, and I can separate me, and I'm not trying to toot my own horn and be like, yeah, it was all, no, no. At the end of the day, live streaming is going to be the thing, not a thing. And the whole point of doing the summit was to get y'all in that mindset of what's coming. It's not even coming, it's here. It's
Right.
here. And there is money to be made. These people are making money live streaming, and they're sitting up in their house. They're sitting up in their house. So I'm hearing pops. That means there are people asking questions. Hold on. So any last minute things you want to say, Kim, and I'll let you go because I know you got something else to do.
No, just a great event. I'm so thankful and happy to have been a part of it. And I'm telling you, this was not a paid solicitation. I'm very honored in all events that I produce and co-produce, and this is phenomenal.
Jason. Oh, look at here. Hi, Jason. How you doing? Jason says, you know what? The summit was amazing. Thank you all. Well, thank you, Jason, for coming through. I'm so glad you got something out of it. I would love to know what you learned. What really stuck with you after, everything shut down, and what you're going to do with that information. But you don't have to say it right here. But I would love to know. Just put it in the comments below what you took away, the major takeaways from the summit, and that will inspire me to do it again. Because everybody, a lot of people are telling me that I should do it again, and we shall see.
Yeah.
We shall see. We shall see if it all goes well. We shall see. So that's it. Hold on, I'm trying to push some buttons here. Trying to push. Oh, hold on. I'm trying to get rid of this one. Okay, so Marlene. Okay, Marlene says that summit was amazing. There were a handful of speakers who, in and of themselves, were more than worth the cost. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, and thank you, thank you. And Jason says, it changed my business focus in some areas. Live streaming is a wave you need to ride. Boom, bam, boom. He said it. That's it. It is a wave you need to ride. Indeed. So, you know what, people? That's a wrap. Where's my clipboard? I don't even see. Today was so crazy. I don't even have all of my extras. I don't even know where it is. I usually have a clapboard. But you know what? When you're on a set and you don't have your clapboard, here's what you do. It's a wrap. It's it. It's done. Check the gate. We out. So I want to thank everybody for coming through today, and thank everybody, especially everybody that came through to the summit. If you're watching the replay, you'll get a survey, because I really, really do want your feedback. See what I can do better. I know I dropped the ball on certain things. It was my first summit like that. So we'll see. We'll see if I do it again next year. But your feedback will help me make that decision. So have a great Friday, everybody. Kim, any last parting words? Anything?
Just great summit, great time here, and I'm so happy you did it. And yes, I'm going to encourage you to do it again. Thank you for having me on your show.
All right. Well, have a great weekend. Goodbye, everybody. See you next week.